Hi, Omar. You know that today is Alina's entrance ceremony at her new high school, right?
Oh, hi, Rena. Yeah, I know. The entrance ceremony starts at 9, so I should get there a bit earlier, right? I have a night shift that day, so I'll be coming straight from my workplace, but I'll make sure not to be late.
What? Don't tell me you actually plan on coming, do you?
Yeah, I'm her father, aren't I? Why shouldn't I come to her entrance ceremony?
No, you can't come because you're just going to embarrass us. Alina doesn't want you to come.
What do you mean I'll embarrass you guys? I mean, I went to her graduation ceremony at her middle school, so why can't I go now? Besides, I heard that it's normal for both parents to come to the entrance ceremony. It would be better if I came as well, I think.
No, it's true. It's normal for both parents to come, but there are single parents and stuff too, so it won't stand out that much. It would be better if I went alone and everyone thought I was a single parent than if I went with you.
Huh? What is that even? I know you guys aren't very proud of what I do for a living, but is it seriously that embarrassing? Besides, it's not like they're going to go around asking parents what they do for a living, are they?
Jesus, you really are an idiot. It doesn't matter if they don't ask you your profession because it's obvious what it is just by looking at you.
Huh? Come on, Rena. Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit? How are they supposed to know that I work at a factory just by looking at me?
I'm telling you, you don't understand the feelings of a teenage girl. You see, a father who works at a factory is embarrassing for a teenage girl.
Huh? Why exactly is it embarrassing then? I know it's nothing fancy like a pilot or a doctor, but it's nothing to be embarrassed of.
Of course you would say that. You're a factory worker. This new school of Alina's is a high-level private school, so the other students are going to pick on her if they find out that she's from the lower class. Besides, if you come to the entrance ceremony, the whole auditorium is going to stink, so go home.
Huh? Lower class? Just what exactly is this school you sent Elena to? Some sort of prep school? Well, I understand how she might stand out if they find out about her background, but is it really worth pretending I don't exist at all? And what do you mean go home? I haven't even went to the entrance ceremony yet.
I'm telling you not to go to her high school after your night shift is done and go straight home to our house. It's obvious you're going to stink after you just worked hours at a factory. Do you enjoy embarrassing us or something? It's not for me that you shouldn't go, but for Alina, since it's an important day, being her first day in high school and all. Apparently, Alina intends on telling everyone at her high school that her father works at a trading company and earns 100,000 euros a year. If you stink of factory, then they're going to know for sure that you don't actually work at a trading company. So? Do you understand why you can't come to her entrance ceremony now? Just don't go, all right? Why do you want to go so much in the first place?
Because I thought she was my daughter. You know, I can take a shower in my workplace before I come. I intend on changing into a suit before I go as well. I'm not going to go in the clothes I wear to work if that's what you're worried about.
No matter how much you clean yourself up or polish your appearance, you won't be able to get rid of the stink that's already a permanent part of your body. The one that comes from years working at a factory. It doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to make you any less embarrassing to us. Do you understand now? Don't come no matter what. Hello, Father. Don't tell me you came to the entrance ceremony, did you? I heard from Mother that you intend to come, but don't come no matter what, all right?
Elena, even you're telling me not to come? But I went to your middle school's graduation ceremony, didn't I? Why can't I go now that you're in high school?
That's because my middle school was in the area that we lived, so everyone knew about you in the first place. Meaning that there was no point in trying to hide it. But now that I'm going to a private school a bit farther from our hometown, I can make my own background from scratch since no one knows you.
What do you mean make your own background? So you intend on lying about yourself just to impress your new classmates? That isn't good, Elena. You might impress them at the start, but you're going to end up being one of those people that only do things to please others. You're never going to be happy yourself.
Wow, those are some impressive words for a factory worker. Did you copy and paste that from the internet or something? You see, I'm going to tell everyone that my father works at a trading company and earns 100,000 euros a year. It's not an embarrassing profession, unlike a factory worker, right? I need to fit in, Dad. This new school of mine is a high-level private school, so the parents of all the other students will probably have such high-income jobs.
So you think that your father working at a factory is embarrassing? I told your mom this already, but while working at a factory might not be flashy, it's an honest job that you shouldn't be embarrassed of. I'm sure not all of the parents will have high-income jobs. Surely there will be some people like you, right?
Of course it's embarrassing. I mean, you stink, first of all. And working at a factory is like the opposite of being stylish, and it's so uncool. That's why I don't like you working at a factory, and I don't care if there are other kids like me. I'm not proud of it, and that's all that matters.
I see. I understand. Fine, I won't come to the ceremony then. Although I was hoping that you would disagree with your mother, it seems I was mistaken.
Hey, Omar. What are these divorce papers you left on the table?
Sorry, but my heart's finally broke.
What? What do you mean your heart's finally broke? Are you some sort of teenage girl who just broke up with her boyfriend or something?
Make fun of me all you want, but I don't care what you say anymore. Both you and Elena have always looked down on me for working at a factory. I try not to think of it too much by telling myself that it can't be helped since Elena is a girl in puberty and that you're just sympathizing with her. But today was the last straw. I thought to myself, why didn't I just quit being a father entirely? And that's when my heart broke and I couldn't hold back my emotions anymore. Those divorce papers I left you are the result of those emotions.
Why don't you do as you please? I mean, you can barely provide for yourself with that meager salary of yours in the first place, let alone for the three of us. That's why I had to work a part-time job all these years, Omar. Because my husband worked at a factory and barely made any money.
I know that I never made that much money, but I did my best to provide for this family until now. Not anymore, though. I'm done. Let's hire a lawyer to deal with the details of property division and stuff.
Huh? A lawyer? Where are you right now?
I won't tell you where I am, but I'll just tell you that I'm in the city.
What do you mean, a lawyer? Don't you think you're over-exaggerating? I thought I just had to turn these papers into the city hall and we were done.
We could, but hiring a lawyer is the best way to avoid trouble with things like this. We mainly need to discuss financial matters, so it's best if we hire an expert to manage things, don't you think? There's a lot less risk of there being any issue. Just sign those divorce papers and turn them into City Hall whenever you like. Well, goodbye, Rena.
Hey, I heard that you were divorcing Mom. Is that true?
Yeah. It's up to your mom when she turns in the divorce papers up.
Nice! Finally, I was waiting for this day all my life. This is a good opportunity to get a new father, so I hope Mom actually marries someone who works at a trading company. Because then the background I made for myself will be real.
So you're going to continue telling everyone at school that your dad works at a trading company, even though me and your mom are getting divorced?
What? What do you care if I tell everyone my dad works at a trading company? Are you going to tell me that lying is bad and being honest is the best way to make friends or something? That's not how the real world works, Dad. Relationships would never get anywhere if people were honest.
Honestly, do whatever you want. I don't care what you do at school anymore. I just thought that it was strange because you're going to live with your mother after we get divorced, right? Won't your classmates eventually find out that you were lying?
Oh, I see. Well, it's not like anyone's asked me the details yet, so I'll just think of something later on.
So, is that all you wanted to tell me?
Yep. I just wanted to know whether it was true that you and Mom were getting divorced.
I see. Well, goodbye then, Elena.
Bye! Hello, Omar. I thought I'd tell you about the situation. I already turned in those divorce papers.
All right. I'm glad you accepted the financial terms of the divorce as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm lucky I got even that much out of the property division.
Yes, I added a little extra because I was the one who suddenly proposed a divorce, and it might affect Ellen's future. The money you need to raise Elena until she graduates from university is included in the money I gave you. Don't forget that. I don't want you spending it on any other nonsense.
Yeah, I already received an explanation from the lawyer, so it's fine.
All right then, I guess we're officially divorced now.
Yep. Goodbye, Mr. Low-Income Factory Worker. Hey, Omar! You've got to be kidding me, right? The factory you work at was shown on TV. You were interviewed, and they said something about you being the inventor of a new popular item and how you had numerous achievements over the years. And then they said you were going to be the CEO starting from next year. You didn't tell me anything about this, Omar! This can't be happening. To think you were headed straight for a promotion even when you were just a factory worker. I was almost the wife of a CEO. If I had known, I never would have divorced you. Hello, Father. I just graduated high school, and now I'm going to go to university.
Long time no see, Elena. Time flies so fast. You already graduated high school?
Yeah, and I want you to give me the tuition for university.
Huh? But your university tuition was already included in the money I gave your mother when we got divorced.
What? Seriously?
By the way, what university are you going to be entering?
A university.
If it's a university, then the money I gave your mother should be enough to pay for the tuition, since it's a national university, right? Why are you asking me for tuition?
I mean, Mom said that you didn't earn much money, so you could only pay for my tuition until I graduated high school. But you're still my father, so even if you don't earn that much money, it's still your duty as my parent to somehow grant my dreams when I say that I want to go to university.
I see. It seems like Mom didn't tell you anything.
What do you mean?
It's going to be inconvenient for me if you start following me around or something, so I'll explain it to you myself.
Huh? What do you mean, follow you? But I'm your daughter. Isn't that a bit cold?
You see, Elena, you're your mother's child from her previous marriage.
What?
You see, the two of us never legally became related to each other since there was opposition from our families, so I didn't need to provide for your tuition in the first place when me and your mom got divorced. But since I was the one who proposed a divorce, I felt responsible for what it might do to your future. I decided to give your mother an extra 120,000 euros on top of the property division I already gave her to pay for your tuition until you graduate university and stuff.
1,200 euros? But if you can afford that much, just a bit more shouldn't be a problem for you, right? You see, 98% of people from my high school go on to university, so everyone's going to laugh at me if I don't go to university as well. So please, just give me the university tuition.
That's impossible.
Why not?
You see, 120,000 euros was a huge amount of money for me at the time. It was basically all my savings, and I had to be really tight with money for a while after that. I've only recently been able to spend up an average amount of money again. Sorry, but I'm not going to go through that trouble again.
But if you don't give it to me, I won't be able to go to university.
So where's the money that I gave your mom that was supposed to pay for your tuition then?
I don't know.
All right, then you should ask your mother about it and talk to her about what to do from now on. If she doesn't have the money anymore, then it can't be helped, and you'll have to get a scholarship or get a tuition loan or get a student loan or something.
But even if you tell that to me now...
It might seem cold to you, but I really have nothing to do with it anymore. So you can't just involve me in your financial matters like this. You're not my daughter. The 120,000 euros I gave your mom 3 years ago was the most I could do at the time. Please don't contact me again.
Father!
No, I'm not your father. But I do hope that you find happiness, though. Good luck.
Omar! Why did you tell Alina that you weren't actually her father and that you had given me 1,200,000 euros when we got divorced? But if she doesn't get a job as soon as she graduates high school, we won't be able to support ourselves anymore. We don't have any money.
If ever Elena comes to me begging for money in the future, you won't oppose me telling her that she wasn't actually my daughter and about the circumstances involving our marriage.
Huh?
This was one of the conditions you agreed to when I gave you the 120,000 euros.
Oh, damn it.
It looks like you understand now, so goodbye.
Hold on, but it's true that we don't have any money. I heard that ever since you became the CEO, the company's business has been doing better than ever, so you can give us money, right?
Would you please just cut it out already? Didn't I tell you that Elena's tuition until university was included in the money I gave you? It's your fault for not listening to me and using it on who knows what.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I intended to leave some money for Alina's university tuition, but before I noticed, it was just gone. So please, Omar, help your family.
Sorry, but you guys aren't my family anymore. You see, I got remarried and I'm going to have a child soon, which means that I don't have any money to spare as I have to provide for my actual family.
Seriously? You got remarried and you're going to have a baby soon?
Yes, that's what I said. Well then, goodbye for real this time. I had my suspicions as to what had happened to the 120,000 euros I gave Reina, but apparently she quit her part-time job after we got divorced. Apparently the 120,000 euros was used to support the two of them during the 3 years Elena was in high school, as well as for Elena's tuition. Honestly, what she did was more sane than I had expected. I thought that she would spend the money on random garbage like new bags or something. Anyways, ultimately, Elena gave up on going to university, but she didn't get a job either. After finding out that her mother used the money that was supposed to pay for her university tuition, she became feral and started just staying in her room all day. Rena was terrified of Elena's wrath, and so she started working part-time again. But since she only earns minimum wage and has to start from the beginning, the two were barely able to keep themselves alive, it seems. Not only that, but apparently Rena's new job was at a factory, the place she herself made fun of me so many times for working at. I guess she got what she deserved for making fun of a person's profession without even understanding what exactly it is that they do. Maybe karma does really exist.
Fred, I am really starting to get worried.
Babe.
Are you okay? All my messages just got delivered. Fred! It's pretty late already, but a big part of me still thinks you are coming home. You said your flight was for 3 p.m. You even texted me that you were about to take off. You should have been home since 6 p.m.
Babe.
Can you say something else other than babe? Dad's burial is in 2 days. You promised to be here. I really need you by my side during this difficult phase. You've been on your business trip for 2 weeks. It's really been difficult dealing with Dad's death alone.
Yeah, I sincerely understand. I really don't know how to say this, but I am sorry.
Okay. You are sorry about...
Look, Vanya, I lied. The company didn't approve my 3-day leave. I'm still on the business trip. Aren't you gonna say anything? Don't tell me you're crying. You know how much I hate it, don't you?
Well, if you haven't noticed, I haven't been getting worked up about your actions lately. I mean, ever since Dad's death, you have become a completely different person. I'm not really surprised that you lied. After all, that's what you have been doing lately.
Vanya, let's not do this. I haven't told you a single lie since your dad passed.
And what about telling me that you were on a plane when you weren't? What's that called? The truth?
Oh, I was scared, Vanya. I was still hoping they would let me go. I am sorry. Don't ever forget that your happiness means so much to me. I will never take it for granted. It's late now. You should get some sleep. Talk to you later.
You are unbelievable. My fingers are actually trembling while typing this.
Okay, I think I've had enough of your drama. What's all this about?
Fred, you are back in town. My friend saw you a few minutes ago at our favorite restaurant. We just finished Dad's funeral an hour ago. How could you be in town and not attend? I am dying for an explanation.
And your friend didn't think she should have approached me to ask for an explanation before calling you and running her mouth? It's that prissy girl, right? That nosy behavior of hers is why she'll never find a man.
Stay on the topic.
Okay, I know this is gonna sound very lame, but I did it for you. You don't know how many sacrifices I made for you in the past 24 hours. It really hurts me.
There you go again. Tell me about these sacrifices that hurts me and make me feel unwanted.
Vanya, I wanted to surprise you. They finally allowed me to leave. I flew in last night. I know the burial was for 9 a.m., but guess when I woke up? 11 a.m. I know the funeral would have ended already. I didn't like the complimentary breakfast being served, so I went to the restaurant. Don't tell me you're thinking I was with another woman.
Well, that won't be out of place.
Wow, you know how hurt I was when I woke up and looked at the time? I really don't deserve this reaction I'm getting from you. Do you need some space?
What?
Well, ever since your dad passed away, you've been very paranoid. Maybe you're scared that you're gonna lose your loved ones. It was cute at first, but now it's scary. I really hate it when my partner doesn't trust me. See, this may seem harsh, but I think you need space. You need some time alone to clear your head. I really want to see you, but we don't need to right now. Once again, I'm making another sacrifice that won't be appreciated.
I am actually speechless.
Same here. Please, take care of yourself. You're heavily on my mind.
What was that funny WhatsApp update you made about how secretive wives can be very annoying?
Talk about feeling guilty. Why didn't you say anything about your dad's inheritance? I know you got your share already.
Really? This is what this is about?
You got your share 3 days ago. I've been asking for updates from your uncle, and he told me. So why didn't you tell me? I'm sure you have ulterior motives.
Ulterior motives? Really? You haven't been home in a week. You haven't spoken to me in
I was giving you space.
I never asked for one. I didn't think such a matter would be discussed over the phone.
Blah, blah, blah. You didn't tell me because you don't trust me. And this is exactly why I need you to take a step back and do some deep reflection. I don't want to lose you.
It was all in your head. I don't know why you were doing all this, but I can't wait to find out.
So what are you going to do with the inheritance money?
What else? I will invest in stocks. I don't need to do anything with the money. Actually, it's my retirement fund.
Your retirement fund? What about me?
Whoa. I'm surprised you were asking that. We will both put the money to good use when it's time. We are both earning well, so we don't need to touch the money.
I don't know what you're talking about, but can I get my share?
Huh?
Yes. What do you think about a Bugatti Chiron Super Sport?
What? Are you crazy? That's over 3 million.
Smart girl. That's about half the share of the inheritance, right? So let me have mine.
Let you have yours? No way I'm letting you use half of my inheritance to buy a car.
You're doing it again, Vanya.
Doing what?
The only reason you're refusing is because you don't believe me. Perhaps you think once I have the money, I'll run off with some other woman?
Can you just stop all these annoying accusations? Jeez, it's becoming very frustrating.
You know what? I think I may have been wrong by suggesting you take a break from me. This space is only doing more harm than good. It's just... Okay, what about a dinner date? Let's talk things out. Let's have the dinner date in 3 days. Before then, let's make good use of the time before us. Reflect on your attitude towards me, and I'll do the same.
I really think you are the one who needs to do all the reflection. Good night.
You're leaving just like that? Vanya? This is what I'm talking about. Vanya!
I know we haven't spoken in 3 days, but I am in the restaurant, ready for our date as we agreed. I am a little timid to say this, but I miss you. Shit, I said it. LOL. It's almost 8 p.m. Dying to see you, Daddy. Hey, I don't want you thinking I'm being paranoid or something, but it's 8:30 already. Where are you? You know what? Think whatever you wanna, but I am really starting to think you aren't going to show up. Frederick Anderson. You little devil! I got a notification from City Hall this morning saying our divorce has kicked off. I rushed down there and found out you personally signed the divorce papers.
Well, looks like my little secret is out.
Your little secret? I'm not sure what's going on here, but you need to spill it out.
Yeah, right. Time to stop being nice then. We're getting divorced.
Just out of the blue? Fred, you went as far as forging my signature just to get the divorce approved.
The signature was the easiest part. Do you remember those moments when, out of sheer boredom, you taught me how to replicate your signature? I used to find it quite annoying then. I can't believe it finally came in handy.
God, for the past few weeks, you've been going on and on about how you want our marriage to work. How you would do anything to make me happy.
Well, let's just call that a little acting. Have you ever fallen out of love before?
What does that have to do with this?
Everything, sweetie. I fell out of love with you. The funniest part, I don't even know why. These things happen. But if it makes you feel any better, see me as a jerk, a simpleton. You don't deserve me, you deserve a better man. Besides, you don't trust me anymore and you weren't gonna give me any of your inheritance money.
Now you are talking. This is all about the inheritance money, right?
Yes? Did you think I would let you take it all? Not now, not ever, not even in my next life. So my plan is simple. Divorce you and get half of your inheritance.
On what planet does that fly?
I thought you were smart. Don't you know how divorce settlements work? Usually they involve splitting the assets, including the inheritance.
You are the dumb one here. Inheritances are seen as personal property and aren't usually divided like marital assets.
That's what you think? Get ready for the biggest shock of your life then. I'll contact my lawyer shortly and he'll discuss my share of the inheritance with you. Get your paperwork ready. It's about to get really dirty.
Wow. You already have everything planned out. Now I understand why you have been avoiding me. You could have been a real man and tell me your true intentions, rather than subjecting me to such emotional torture.
Well, I'm doing all that now.
I can't deal with all this alone right now. I'll go over to my aunt's place. We'll be there for a few days.
Have a nice time there.
OMG, what happened here? For a moment I thought I was in the wrong house.
Oh, you're finally back home. Well, I left some hours ago.
I came to pick up a few things. Why is the whole house littered with food and empty cans? What did you do here?
What does it look like? I brought a few friends over to celebrate.
Celebrate what?
We're getting divorced and I'm very close to taking half of your inheritance. Don't you think it calls for celebration?
Wow. I can't believe you were actually excited about this. I have spent the past few days crying my eyes out.
Oh dear. I already told you to see me as the bad guy here. See, this is an opportunity for you to meet someone better. Someone more responsible.
I thought you were all that.
Vanya, people change.
I am not going to stay here and listen to the crap you have to say.
Whatever. Vanya, are you there? Something urgent came up. We need to talk.
Sure. The only thing I want to talk about is the divorce proceedings.
Vanya, do you still love me?
Huh?
I know this may sound very stupid, but the thing is, I've been stressed lately. Clearly, everything I've said these past few weeks wasn't out of a sound mind.
Can you go straight to the point?
Vanya, I was out of my mind when I filed for the divorce. You know I would never feel complete without you.
I used to feel that way too, but after you announced the divorce and left me to deal with the heartbreak alone, I realized I could be happier without you. Just like you said, I deserve someone better.
You deserve me. See, about the inheritance, I'm ready to reason with you. Let's keep it as our retirement fund. We can buy a mansion close to the seaside and travel the world.
Perfect idea. But I will do all that with someone else. I really need to go now.
Vanya, wait! The lawyer pointed out that I might not be entitled to your inheritance money. He also clearly stated that the fact that I forged your signature could land me in big trouble.
Glad you finally realized that. Got to go.
Wait, Vanya, I thought I would get half the money, so I went ahead and made a big purchase. A brand new expensive car.
Congratulations. I'm happy for you.
Stop being sarcastic, Vanya. You know without the inheritance money, I don't have enough funds to cover the car. If we go through with a divorce, we'll split our assets equally. I would also have to pay alimony as well. Things are really gonna get tough for me. Vanya, you never wanted the divorce, right? It's not too late. Let's stop now.
Yes, I never wanted it. It never crossed my mind for a day. But right now, I am itching to be your ex-wife. I am out of your DM.
Vanya, it's not too late to stop the divorce proceedings. I haven't been able to sleep a wink. I can't get you out of my mind. I need you.
I'm not sure you understand how much you broke me. I thought I was gonna die from heartbreak. But then, one morning, I woke up and realized I could be fine without you. Let's talk about you forging my signature. Do you know how serious that crime is?
I know, baby.
It could land you in jail, but I won't go that route. You have two options. Give me 70% of your assets or end up in jail.
Vanya, we don't have to do this. Remember how much you love me? Remember how you promised you would never hurt or betray me?
Yes, we made that promise years ago and you broke it first.
We can still fix this, Vanya, I promise.
Nah. The only reason you are back is because your plans failed. You even threw that silly party to celebrate.
I'm sorry, Vanya.
Well, I am not the only one you should be apologizing to.
Huh?
You will need to apologize to our unborn baby when she arrives. I found out I am a few weeks pregnant some days ago.
Gracious God, Vanya, we need each other now more than ever. We need to stay together for our baby.
LOL, you sound very funny. You said you are no longer in love with me, right? My baby deserves a father who loves her mother. She deserves a father who would think twice before making rash decisions. You betrayed me once, Fred. You would do it again. See you in court. Get ready to pay alimony and child support.
Don't do this to us, Vanya. I'm sorry. I'm on my knees. I'm sorry.
Fred kept trying to reach out, but I could never forgive someone who prioritized money over me. As for the car he got, he had to return it. He is a mess right now, struggling to pay alimony. I welcomed a beautiful baby girl some months ago, so he is also struggling to pay child support. I never thought about leaving him, but right now, I don't regret my decision.